When you first look at a monitor like this, it does not really feel like a monitor anymore. It feels more like a piece of furniture that just happens to display a 4K image. That is exactly the category this display is trying to redefine. We're talking about a 32-inch 4K UHD IPS touchscreen monitor, mounted on a fully adjustable wheeled base. And right away, that combination tells you everything about the direction this product is going. It is not just built for a desk. It is built to move with you, rotate with you, and adapt to how you actually use screens today. The panel itself is a 3840 by 2160 resolution IPS display, which means sharp text, wide viewing angles, and consistent color accuracy across the screen. Whether you are working on content creation, watching high-resolution media, or multitasking across apps, the clarity here holds up very well for a 32-inch size. Now the touchscreen functionality is where things start to shift from traditional monitor territory into something more interactive. The responsiveness is smooth, and the interface feels more like a large tablet experience than a standard display. That changes how you interact with content entirely. Instead of relying only on a keyboard and mouse, you can directly engage with what is on screen in a more natural way. Then there is HDR10 support, which improves contrast and dynamic range in supported content. Bright highlights look brighter, shadows retain more detail, and overall visual depth feels more cinematic. It is not just about resolution anymore. It is about how that resolution is presented. Audio is handled through built-in speakers, which are not meant to replace a dedicated sound system but are more than enough for everyday use, video calls, or casual streaming. It keeps the setup clean, especially when combined with the all-in-one design approach. One of the most defining aspects of this monitor is the fully adjustable wheeled base. This is where practicality meets flexibility. You are not locked into one workspace. You can move it between rooms, adjust height, tilt, swivel, and even rotate into portrait mode depending on what you are doing. That makes it useful not just for traditional office work but also for presentations, creative workflows, and even entertainment setups. Connectivity is also well thought out. HDMI gives you compatibility with laptops, consoles, and media devices. USB Type-C adds a more modern single-cable solution for video, power, and data in supported setups. That means fewer cables, less clutter, and a more streamlined desk or mobile workstation. The inclusion of webOS is another interesting layer. Instead of relying only on an external device, you can access streaming apps, browsing, and smart features directly from the monitor itself. That turns it into a hybrid between a monitor and a smart display system. Design-wise, the white finish gives it a clean, modern aesthetic that fits into both home and professional environments. It does not scream gaming or office. It sits somewhere in between, which is exactly where a lot of modern users are headed. Where this product really stands out is not in any single feature, but in how all of them combine. A high-resolution IPS panel, touchscreen interaction, smart OS integration, and full mobility on a wheeled base is not something you typically see in one device. It is trying to replace multiple setups at once. Of course, the real question is who this is actually for. If you are someone who stays fixed at a traditional desk setup, you might not use the mobility features to their full potential. But if your workflow moves between rooms, presentations, collaboration spaces, or even home entertainment zones, this kind of flexibility becomes a real advantage. It is also clearly aimed at people who want a clean setup without multiple devices scattered around. One screen that can shift roles depending on context. Work in the morning, entertainment in the evening, presentation tool during the day. In a world where devices are getting more specialized, this goes in the opposite direction. It tries to be versatile, not perfect at one thing, but capable at many. And that is what makes it interesting.